I'm here today with Linda. Hi, Linda. How are you?
Hi, Heather. I'm doing great.
Great. Okay, why don't you tell everybody where you're from and whether you had chronic fatigue or fibromyalgia when you first started seeing Dr. Murphree?
I'm from Sutton, Nebraska, and I would say I had both chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia when I started with Dr. Murphy.
Okay, wow. Okay. So what was your kind of main complaint at that point?
My main complaint would be always the fatigue. I would sleep okay at night, but it was never the refreshed sleep. I would wake up just as tired or more tired in the morning and just force myself through each and every day. My wife's pain also to go with it, so I felt I had a little of both.
Wow. Okay. So were you able to work still, or how did you get through your day?
I just forced myself through the day. I worked full time, so and I lost my first spouse, and so it was up to me to make a living, and so I just had to. So I just made myself go through each
Wow.
and every day. Like I existed, but I really didn't participate in life and didn't enjoy it.
Sad, it's kind of sad when you think about it like that. So I'm sure you were spending the time that you had trying to find a solution to this. I'm sure. Had you seen several doctors prior to meeting Dr. Murphree?
Um, I've I've gone to doctors and got diagnosed, and then I got a second opinion from the Arthritis Center in Nebraska to verify that I did have fibromyalgia. I also was up at the Mayo Clinic for some other issues, and they ran me through the clinic up there. Also, I stumbled on the fact years ago that nutrition was a key, but to what extent and how, I didn't know. So I was wishing someone would do what Dr. Murphy did. And one day I was on Facebook and I stumbled across an ad for him, and I started reading about him, and he was the person I was looking for. So I ordered his book and started reading, and then contacted him.
But as you began working with him, what was the first thing you remember that was a real eye-opening change for you that took place?
I think the fact that when I woke up in the morning, that chronic fatigue wasn't so severe or wasn't there. I started feeling like I'm participating in my life and not just existing and pushing myself through each and every day. So now I feel like I'm living again.
That's got to be an amazing feeling, and to be able to do it naturally also. So are you taking any medications for the pain or any sleep medications for the fatigue now, or are you?
Really didn't take a whole lot of medication because I had tried some different supplements and they had helped a little bit, but you never knew what the proper dosage was or how much, or needed some tweaking and needed somebody to do the research for me, and he did.
Oh, that's great. Well, it's always nice to hear this, to hear these stories, and I get to just listen and see, how people's lives have changed, and there are people still who have gone through so much. I mean, it's so hard when you're in pain all the time, and who do you trust, and what books to read, and just what to do in general. So I always like to ask, if you could tell someone who's listening tonight, what would you recommend that they do first if they're stuck and they just don't know if they're ready to take that next step?
Well, I would say get his book and start reading it, and to contact him because he's done the work for us. And never give up hope, because I never did. And I'm so glad he did what he did. So I have my life back.
Oh, well, that's incredible. And, we're really touched and moved by people's stories because they're all really stories like yours of just perseverance and faith, that you can and will get better. And we're really happy to be a part of all of that. We all of us are, especially Dr. Murphree. So I just want to thank you so much for sharing your story. And you look incredible, by the way. Were you also a part of Dr. Murphree's Shape Reclaim program?
Yes, I was. Like he explained, some of the pain and stuff will sometimes this and that extra fatty tissue, and so I felt a lot better. And you cut out some of the foods that cause some of the issues too. And as you cleanse your body and start bringing food back in, you can relate to which ones are causing some problems and which ones are causing you to not feel as good. So then you can identify which ones you need to eliminate. And the weight loss, that's great too.
Yeah.
You don't have to carry that around. You feel a lot better. I felt great.
Did you think it was difficult? Some people think, oh, I'm not sure if I could do that. I'm not sure if I could, cut so many foods that I'm used to eating out of my diet. Was it difficult for you at first starting the diet?
It was at times. A lot of things is you have to prepare and plan your meals and have it ready. And like it was over Christmas time and we had soup. So I made one of my, Shape Reclaim has a website out there with recipes and stuff. So I made my own soup and let them eat what they always ate, and I ate mine, so I didn't feel so deprived. And, as you lose the weight, that's your reward right there. Feeling better, that's the reward. So you got to have a mindset and a determination and see that ultimate goal, what you want to look like and how you want to feel, and focus on that and just persevere.
Thank you so much, and you do look amazing. So I'm glad that everything worked out for you, and I hope that you continue to stay vibrant and feel well. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, and we wish you well always. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, Dr. Murphy, for all your work and your help for us.